Alright, hello. Today is going to be a concept video. Yes, I know that is new for me, but I'll try my best with this, see what happens and hope that it goes good. But anyway, Cosmic Rivals Doc is the person that I got this idea from. So check out his video. It'll be in the link in the description. And with that being said, let's get into it. Today we'll be going over Moon Knight. Now, with Moon Knight, there are some things you do have to think about. His three personalities. Now, I want to implicate that into his character. Now, I do think it will be a little weird, and you could only really implicate two of them. Granted, you could try and do three, but that will be a bit weird, especially with ultimates and stuff. But I want to try and implicate at least two. And if you don't know, there are three personalities within Moon Knight: Mark Spector, Stephen Grant, and Jake Lockley. Now, the two I want to focus on are Stephen Grant and Jake Lockley. Granted, Mark is very good and is a very good contender, and well, but with that, it's just not the bloodthirsty one. Jake Lockley is the bloodthirsty one. Keep that in mind. Now, here are the parts that I do agree on. Number one, Khonshu's fist. Grant, it's just a normal punching. That's it. And two, Crescent Flurry. Just throwing stars. That's about it. But I want to take the Crescent Flurry and then put it on Steven. Now, Steven, I want to make his own character. His own, I'm not saying Moon Knight and then Steven. I'm saying Moon Knight as one. He will be Mr. Knight. Okay? Stay with me. And he will be more of a laid back character, more of the middle ground character. He's fighting from a range. This is why I want to keep the Crescent Flurry. Now, onto his E ability. That's where it gets a little bit weird. And I know Random Bullshit Go is not a part of the comic, but it's just a funny little tidbit, and I can imagine them wanting to, put in jokes in there that are from the community. Now, Random Bullshit Go is possibly one of them that they could want and try and implicate in Moon Knight. Or in this case, Mr. Knight, which is Steven. So then he would do Random Bullshit Go, which has a 40% chance of being a baton, 30% chance of being a bomb, and a 30% chance of being a crescent dart, which does guaranteed bleed. And then the bomb does 30 damage, which is guaranteed fire dot damage. Now, of course, you'll be able to hold it down to see which one you actually got. So then if you got the bomb, you can just toss it, 10 damage. Easy. Bomb, toss it, 30 damage, fire dot damage for about 2 to 3 seconds. And then crescent dart, toss it, does the guaranteed bleed effect that he mentions in his video. Now, for the F ability, Bola. It's the little ball things? I'm not good at describing things, but bolas, I'm pretty sure they're called, throws them, and then it stuns an enemy, ties them up, and leaves them sitting there for about 5 seconds or until you hit them, which leaves you enough time to either get your Punisher, dink them in the head. They're just dead. Which is why you want to aim it at lower health characters. Now, I do agree on the glide, but since this is Steven, let's give him climbing abilities instead, using the crescent, stick it in the ground, not the ground, the wall. Why would you want to climb the ground? Stick it in the wall, climb it. It's pretty cool. Now on to passives. His passive was a bit harder to think about for him, but I was thinking of more of Mauga's passive, except, you're not hearing every 5 seconds and then he gets full health. No. I was thinking more of fire dot damage and bleed deal, let's say 1.5 or twice the amount of damage that he normally does, because he's not doing as much damage in his base as much as he is in doing when he switches into Jake. That's where Jake Lockley comes in. Once Steven gets his ultimate, and it will be a faster charging ult, I would imagine, right behind, let's say, Bruce Banner's ult when he goes and switches back into the Hulk. No, he switches into Jake Lockley, and that's where all the rest of his damage comes from, and is also where I agree on the complete rest of the build to Cosmic Rivals Doc's build for Moon Knight. So yeah, once again, thank you Cosmic Rivals Doc for making your Moon Knight custom concept, and yeah, let me know what you think. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Later.